He left 9 wives. The Prophet can. For us, man, we cannot marry more than 4. And don't try. Because more than 1, you are dead. Shaheed. Takbir. No, listen, please. Allah says, فَانْكِحُوا مَا طَابَ لَكُم مِّنَ النِّسَاءِ مَثْنَى وَثُلَاثَ وَرُبَاعَ. And he started by 2, by the way, ladies. Look at that, how they're looking. He started with 2. That's why the ulama said, actually, the right thing is not to stick to 1. But khalas. Marry of your liking, twice, thrice, and 4. If you cannot, stick to 1. That's what the Quran said. It started with 2. Brothers, sisters, it started with 2. Marry of your liking. This is why some ulama say, having more than 1 is wajib. Some ulama say. See, selective hearing. Wajib. He heard only wajib. He didn't hear some of the ulama say. No, listen. Please understand, this is the Quran. The Quran didn't say marry 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Pay attention. What did the Quran say? Marry of your liking, twice, 3, thrice, and 4. If you can't do justice, then stick to 1. If you can't. So the ulama said, if you look at the ayah, it started with 2. It didn't start with 1. The Quran didn't say marry 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Why Allah started with number 2? Why he didn't start with 1? When you count, do you say 2, 3, 4 or you say 1, 2, 3, 4? You start with 1. He didn't start with 1. Some ulama took the ayah and said, this is our proof that many more than 1 is okay. It's super okay. But no more than 4. Because Allah limited 4. Some other ulama said no. The fear of not doing justice is bigger. Therefore we stick to 1. This is how the ulama differ. In faham. Not in the ayah. The ayah is just 1. In understanding it. Okay. Alright. Now, for Rasulullah ﷺ, he can marry more. Why? There are certain exceptions that Allah has given to a boss of a company. Does he have some exceptions other than the workers?
Yeah.
Very good. Same. Privileges. The Prophet ﷺ was ordered by Allah to marry those women. And these women, I tell you later on why he married them. But now, there are few more, exceptions to Rasulullah ﷺ that many people don't mention. One of them is Qiyamul Layl. Qiyamul Layl is wajib for him. It's not wajib for us. That's an exception for him. But it's a huge burden on him. Qiyamul Layl is wajib for the Prophet. For you and me, it's sunnah. Also, he can fast continuously without breaking the fast at Maghrib. Without eating anything. And he did it for 5 days. He didn't eat and drink for 5 days. 5 days. And he broke it at 5. Actually, he wanted to do 10. I tell you why. He broke it because one of the Sahaba started doing like him. When the Prophet heard that, he went to him and said, break your fast right now. There are certain things Allah only allowed me. If you do, it will be hard on you. So, marrying more than 4 is no fun. Wallahi, no fun, brothers and sisters. Because look, everyone you have to give her time. And you have to be fair. 2 wives is difficult. 1 wife is difficult. Do we give you time, sisters? Sometimes you really miss your husband. You want him to come to eat. You are afraid, you want to talk. He is not available. So, do you think a man will do so much justice between 2? Difficult. Very difficult. Very difficult. Now, he may do justice in terms of giving money, but justice in time? Are you that happy like the other one? Or number 2, you are smiling so much. Number 1, you are crying when you see her. No. So, for Rasulullah ﷺ, it was a burden to marry. Another thing, the Prophet didn't marry anyone with Khadija, which the sisters love so much, by the way. She says, bury me and then marry. Khadija, when she was alive. He didn't marry another person near her until she passed away. And Allah commanded him to remarry. He didn't want. He didn't want. Then Allah says, marry this one and this one and this one and this one. Do you know all the wives of Rasulullah ﷺ he married in Medina?
Yes.
So in Mecca he had only one. Because in Medina laws, the Sharia started. The Sharia. In order to show us, he has to do it. What did we say, leadership?
Yeah.
By example, he has to, oh my God. Imagine he marries a young girl. He's in his 50s. He has to marry one younger than his daughter. Aisha radiallahu anha was younger than Fatima. Fatima, when she died, she was 29. When the Prophet ﷺ died, she was 29. Aisha was 19. Imagine your stepmother is younger than you. Why? Because there will be people who will marry younger than their daughter. So how to deal with that? You want to deal, you have a daughter who is older than your wife. Your first wife died and you remarried. Some people don't mind to give their daughter to you. So this is how you handle. So he has to do it. It's not fun, sisters. A man like Rasulullah ﷺ, whose mind is only with Allah. Most of the women he married were older than him. So if he was a man of dunya and lust, would he marry older than him? With children, everybody, mommy, where is the time then? Where is the time to spend with your mom? Please understand this. And from different tribes. No one was from the same tribe. Why? To bring the tribes unions. The Arabs never got together except through marriage. This is why the Prophet says, for example, I marry one from Johor and I marry one from Pahang. Between Johor and Pahang there is war. Now, the Johorians say, oh, our daughter is with Sheikh Zoubir. The others say, okay, then peace. But I don't know if it works with the Malays. It works with the Arabs. The Arabs are like that. If one tribe is fighting with another tribe and one man marries from both of them, they become friends. They say, we are family now. They respect the blood. Even through marriage. Our son, our daughter is married there. Our daughter also married there. Okay, let's make peace. That's what happened. Otherwise, please understand, a man is... Another thing we forget about the marriage of Rasulullah ﷺ with many wives. The rule, when the Prophet ﷺ was born, and until after his death, the rule is to marry 10 wives. The rule for a man, noble man, he has to have 10 wives, without the concubines, without the slaves. So he has 10 wives. So the Quran came and said, let go 6 and keep 4. So the Quran limited the number. The Quran never... When was the Quran revealed? 2018? We forget sometimes. The Quran, when it was revealed 2017 or 2018? 1400 years ago.
Yeah.
Go and see what people used to do in marriage 1400 years ago. Not today. Because the Quran was revealed 1400 years ago. 1400 years ago, whether you are in Rome or Persia or Arabia or Africa, wherever the world used to be, women were available for one man. 10 wives per man. Minimum. Without the concubines, without what we call the right hand possessed, without the slave girls. Allah came and said, no more this practice. If you have to, keep 4. And never 2 sisters same time. So one of the Sahaba had 10 wives. 10 wives. Rasulullah ﷺ called him and he said, I heard you have 10 wives and 2 of them are sisters. He said, yes, Ya Rasulullah. He said, go and divorce 6 and keep 4. And among those 4, make sure 2 are not sisters. Let them go. Allah will give them other husbands. But it's bad. The man used to marry the auntie and her daughter and her niece. The man used to marry auntie and her niece. Jahil. Blood was mixed until Islam came and fixed it. So sisters, you think Islam encouraged us to marry 4? Islam encouraged us to drop. But you didn't see this society. That's why you always think 1 and your husband has to add 3. It was the other way. Imagine you were 1 of 10. Your turn in 10 days. So your husband sees you 3 times a month. Every night. If he does justice, every night he is number 1, number 2. So you are number 10. The night has come, number 10. You need another 10 days, so 20 and 30. 3 days a month. That's all he sees you. Allah says no, no more. So Islam actually gave you more time. Imagine you and your auntie are married to the same man. You and your sister, how do you feel? The jealousy and this. At least jealousy between 2 different women is not like between sister and sister. Understand this. This is what the Quran came and people think, oh, Islam allows men to marry up to 4. Up to 4 big, what you call, responsibility. Another thing, in Islam, even now, and not even in Islam, who die more, men or women? Men die more in war. So many widows. So many unmarried women. Now. 40% of world population, men. Now, 60% women, females. Go to any hospital and ask them the birth rate. Females more than baby boys. Okay, if I marry all those 40% men, all of them marry with 1. I bring every man and give him a woman to marry. How much still left? 20%. Follow me. Very good, mathematician. Here, 40% men. Okay? And 60% female. Male. Okay. 40, I marry them. So, another 20% left, right?
Yes.
That 20% could be your sister. How can you be married and not your sister? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, add them. Another thing, if all these 40 men, no pondan with them. Many men don't want to marry. Many men, pondan. So this 40 actually is just 30%.
Or less.
Or less. So sisters, even 30% will be left. And that sister could be your best friend, that you assume to love her so much. So that's the leadership. We stop here, inshallah. We ask Allah to bless us with whatever we learned. Ya Allah, forgive us. Ya Allah, bless us. Ya Allah, your Rahman. Ameen. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك ولا حول ولا قوة